All right, let's get on to fat guy Feng Shui. All right, Bill, I wanted to let you know, fat people hate fat people too. I wanted to send you some thoughts, not too many, from a considerate citizen of fat America. Yeah, I've noticed this since I went off on the fat guy on the airplane. I've had fat people and just tall people in general go, I try to be real considerate of how big I am. I try to make sure I get an aisle seat. I lean out in the aisle. You shouldn't have to deal with that. And then actually, you know what's great about this? Now I can't really make fun of fatties anymore, knowing that so many of them they seem like decent people. What kind of a backhanded compliment was that? You know, I thought they were all pieces of shit, but it turns out most of them are all right. All right, here we go. He says, I'm a big fat guy. I'm usually the fattest guy in the room no matter where I go. Do you get intimidated when you're not the fattest guy? You know, sort of like the toughest guy in town all of a sudden goes to another town, realizes that somebody can kick his ass, and his whole world crumbles. Anyways, he says, my whole family's fat, and I've been fat since I've been born. Not to make any excuses, I'm just naturally predisposed to it. And I eat like a typical middle American, not vegetarian, but not 24/7 beer and brats either. Anyway, I'm fat, and I just wanted to let you know that not all of us fatties are inconsiderate assholes. The stereotype of the jolly fat man has been replaced by the selfish asshole who's fat. When I fly, which isn't frequently, I buy 2 seats. Nice! If my sister is with me, we buy a row of 3. And always bring along our own seatbelt extenders. Yes, they sell them. Okay, this is hilarious and fucking sad all at the same time. The plane only carries 2 to 3 extenders, and you never want to be the guy who holds up the plane because you can't buckle, or worse, get kicked off. Jesus, that's got to be embarrassing. Oh my God, this guy's killing me right here. This is a brilliant email. He's gonna make me never make fun of fatties again. He's bringing me into their world. He goes, those things cost $80, but it's worth $80 to avoid public embarrassment, right? Absolutely. If they told me to tone down the color of my hair, I would buy a fucking swimming cap rather than have them stop the flight. Just so you know, fat people like me don't get to buy clothes in the same stores as normal people. Yes, I did know that. The selection/styles suck, and they cost more. We pay more for bigger cars, extra plane tickets, and bigger clothes, among other things. I haven't done the math, but I figure we burn through furniture faster, too. It's the price we pay for the life we lead, even if it's not a conscious choice. Believe me, no one wants to be fat. But that's the cost of doing business. This guy's fucking hilarious. Just like how there are added costs to being a woman, bras, makeup, pills, etc., or being gay. He writes ? Chaps, lube, I don't know, or a parent, or a paraplegic, or whatever. Not that it's a disability. It's just our lot in life. But you know what? I've accepted it. I live my life accordingly. I'm not an asshole who imposes on others. I stay to the back of any pack, make sure no one will ever have to walk or sit behind me when I can help it. It's the fat guy Feng Shui. How do you dislike this guy? When I enter a room or a situation, I always ask, where do I fit in? Literally and figuratively. Whenever I have to eat lunch with my work group, about 20 people, and we're seated at a long table, I never sit between the table and the wall, and I usually sit at the end. Know why? I want to make as few people uncomfortable as possible. I don't want anyone to have to squeeze behind me to get out, and sitting between 2 people just pisses them both off, or so I assume. Jesus Christ, this guy's like a fat Gandhi. When I have to carpool with a group, it helps to drive or have shotgun because then I'm not squeezing the other people in the back seat. The thing that makes me hate fat people, capital letters, hate fat people, is that they don't seem to realize that they're fat. They are impulsive and selfish and don't seem to consider that when a normal guy eats a giant turkey leg at Disneyland, it's lame and kind of funny. Oh, it's lame and kind of funny, But when a fat guy does it, it's disgusting. Or maybe they just got fat and haven't figured it out. Hey, fatty, don't sit there because now everyone has to squeeze past you. I like this guy. He's trashing fat people now. Or, hey, don't act like you're entitled to that, to put your arm around your airplane seatmate because it makes you more comfortable for you. Makes it more comfortable for you, you asshole. He just keeps going here. Or, hey, if you got to eat in public, don't smear barbecue sauce all over your face at the church picnic or eat more than 2 donuts in a sitting, parentheses, airport. And you know what? When I swim in public, rarely, I keep my shirt on until the second before I get in the pool. I don't ride the elevator from my hotel room and walk down the hall to the Hampton Inn pool shirtless because I'm a fat fuck and no one wants to see that. I used to swim with my shirt on, but somehow that's even worse. Anyways, for what it's worth, have a good week. Thanks for the hilarity. You know what? That guy's all right. You know what? I bet there's more fat people like that than there's not. So maybe I ought to lay off the fatties for half a second. I'm just doing this just to fucking, this is what this podcast is. It's like a smoker. And every once in a while, you gotta, I don't even know what you gotta do. You gotta throw a little wet wood in there. That's what that was. I think I'm going to leave the fatties alone. I think they're actually really considerate people. I think I was wrong about it the entire time. See that? Now I'm going to wait for the backlash.